Okay, so we are going to learn our third and final way of finding slope. We have done slope from a graph, we have done slope from a table, and today we are going to learn slope from 2 points. But before we get into that, let's review slope from a graph and slope from a table and what slope is. You can do this entire page all by yourself. So I want you to pause the video. I want you to write the ratio that we use to find slope. I want you to find the slope from this graph and the slope from this table. When you are done, turn the video back on and check your work. All right, so slope is vertical change over horizontal change, or delta y over delta x. This graph has negative slope. When I drew a slope triangle connecting those 2 points, I got -2 over 2, which is -1. And the slope of this table, my change in y is 4, my change in x is 2, 4 over 2 is 2. Okay, let's learn our new way. Now, the way we're going to learn today is they're going to give us 2 points, and we've got to find the slope between those 2 points. And what's good about this is it's not really new. We're going to use a table to help us find the slope between 2 points. Okay, so my first point here is the point 2, 2. So I'm going to put this point, these ordered pairs, in the table like this. Notice they're written sideways, put them in the table sideways, okay? It slides right in. So my x value is 2, my y value is 2. Then I'm going to take my second point, 5, 3, and I'm going to put it in the bottom row. So put the points in rows. My x coordinate is 5, my y coordinate is 3. Now it's a table, and we're going to do exactly what we've been doing. We're going to find the change in y and the change in x. Okay, so the change in y from 2 to 3, I add 1, and from 2 to 5, I add 3, right? So my change in I'm sorry, my change in y is 1, my change in x is 3, and 1 over 3 is just 1/3. Okay, so it's as easy as that. We're going to put it in the table, and we're going to do exactly what we've been doing for a table. So my first point over here is -2, 1. Put it across, put it in a row in the column. Don't go up and down or you'll miss it, okay? So put it straight across, -2, +1, and then my second point is -6 and 3, okay? So how do I get from 1 to 3? Well, from 1 to 3, I add 2. How do I get from -2 to -6? If you need to look at the number line, look at the number line. But -2 to -6, I go down. I'm getting smaller, right? And 2 to 6 is 4 spaces. So my change in y is a +2. My change in x is a -4. And when the denominator is negative, but the other number is positive, the whole fraction is negative. So this is 2 over -4. This would simplify to -1/2. All right, so here are two more. If you want to pause the video and try these on your own, you can. If you want to work with me, you can do that too. So my first point is -7, -7. Let me turn my pen back on. So I'm going to write that in the x coordinate spot and in the y coordinate spot. And my second point is -4, -1. Okay, so these negatives are a little tricky. Let's see what happens. To get from -7 to -1, I'm going up, right? I'm getting bigger. And from 7 to 1, that is 6 spots. If you need to get your number line out and count, you could do that. From -7 to -4, I'm going up, and 7 to 4 is 3 spots. Okay, so my change in y is 6, my change in x is 3, and 6 over 3 is 2. All right, one more. I'm going to put -1, -2. That's my first point. And then the second point that I'm finding the slope between is 0, 2. Okay, so from -2 to +2. Well, from negative to positive, I'm getting bigger, right? And from -2 to +2 is 4 spaces. So use your number line, count how many spaces. So up 4. From -1 to 0, that's getting bigger. and negative 1 to 0 is 1 space. So this is positive 4 over positive 1, and that simplifies to a positive 4. Okay? So now you know how to find the slope between 2 points. You really already knew how to do it, and you are ready to do your practice.